Hello engineers, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be learning about array destructuring. So let's get started right now. On my left side, I have my VS Code opened up. On my right side, I have DevTools opened up. Let's start by accessing elements of numbers array. So what you would normally do is you would do first numbers 0 const second equals to numbers 1, right? And let's just log it out just to be sure. Second, save. And here you can see the output, it works, right? But now what if you were to access like a lot of elements from an array? It gets really difficult to do that, right? So that's where array destructuring comes in. We can use that much easily, right? You will see now. So this is array destructuring syntax, and you could do this and this. That's it. And when I save this, it still works. What if you wish to access, let's say, number 5, and you just want to access number 1 and number 5? How would you go about doing that? So for that, there is a special way of doing it. So first, then we will put empty spaces, right? So this is going to be second, third, fourth, and now we can have our variable 5. And hopefully I counted it right, so I'll just save it, and bam, it's 5. Let's do something else. Let's try to do 6, right? So we will remove this and we can say 6, but like in 6 right here. Let's say later if you change your mind, you want number 3, you can come here, you can say 3, and just in the end we can add 3. And it all works just fine. What if we try to access 7 here? What happens? Let's remove all this and see what happens. 7 is undefined. So if you see, basically this is a mapping on the index, right? Like basically all this is mapped to index. It's just we are creating another array with variable names which we can use, right? So what if there is actually no 7 here, right? What will happen is it will be undefined all the time. But if there is a chance element 7 might be there, what you can do is you can provide a default value. So you can just say something else, right? You can very well default it to 0, right? If you want, or maybe -1. Let's do -1. And when you do this, it's -1. But when you go ahead and add number 7 right here, it will give you number 7. So until now, we learned 3 things. We learned about constant assignment. So what we did here is constant assignment. Next, we learned how to skip elements. And third, we learned about default values right here. Do you want to do one more? We can do 8. And 8 is still -1, right? And we can console log right here and save it. It's -1. When we go up and add it, we'll get 8, right? Now let's try to combine array destructuring with spread syntax, right? So let's remove all this, and now let's try to use planets, right? So we can do planets, and we can say, let's say Earth, and okay, for now let's just do Earth, right? So planets, and console log it, and we'll console log Earth, and we get back Earth, right? But what if you want Earth and you want all rest of elements except Earth in some other variable? You can do that by using rest operator, and here you can say rest, and my bad, you can do that by using spread syntax, right? It is similar to rest. It's rest operator when you pass it as a parameter, but this is spread, right? We are spreading the values, so it's called spread syntax. Now let's try to print rest of the elements from planets array, right? So we can just console log it, and we can say planets and hit enter, and we see, okay, oh my bad, it's supposed to be rest, and when you hit enter, you get all remaining elements except Earth, right? Now this rest can be any variable, like it doesn't need to be rest. You can just say blah and it will still work. So just saying. And one more thing to note, like if we switch the orders, like if you put spread operator before before any variable, I mean, it's already showing us error, but if I save it, you will get syntax error. Now, let's fix this error, like just, it's annoying to see red lines. Okay, now let's learn how to combine arrays, right? You can do that by using spread operator and destructuring, right? Let's try to combine numbers and planets together. So let's just keep it and we can do this. And what we will do is we will do, oops, my bad, and we'll do numbers and ... planets. And if we save it and print it, and we just combine the full array. And a key thing to note here is all the elements are like in a single array. It's not basically an array. We are copying elements from the array. So if I remove this spread operator and save it, what you will get is array, like two arrays inside a big array, right? My most favorite application of array destructuring is swapping values of variables, right? Let me give you an example so that as a developer you will run into this problem a lot. So I'll just do let a equal to 1, let b equal to 2, and we'll just console log them a, and let's do clg b, and we'll do b here. And now let's go ahead and swap them, right? So if we wish to swap them, we can create another variable and store a's value in c, and now we will change a to take value of b, and we will change b's value to take value of c, and we will copy this from here and paste it right here. And if we print it, we can see that values are swapped. Initially value of a was 1, b was 2, and now value of a is 2 and b is 1. So how we can go about doing that using array destructuring? Let me show you. Pretty straightforward. What we can do is we can do a comma b equals to b comma a, and I save it. Ta-da! That's how you do swapping using array destructuring. Super simple, right? Now let me show you how you can use array destructuring with functions return value. Let's clear all this stuff out, save, and let's create a function. Let's say const print users, oops, my bad, users equal to, and this will just return some stuff. Now if you're having trouble understanding this arrow function, I have a separate video on that. Do check it out. Let's continue. Return, and we'll do here, let's do foo bar candy. Now as you can see, and we can further shorten this. For those who don't understand, this is just a function returning this array as value. This is all you need to know for now. Okay, now let's try to access it. Let's say you want to access foo, right? So you will do foo equal to print user, and we need to call the function. And now let's just log it out. Cool. Now that's how you use functions return value, which is an array, right? Now if you are familiar with using React, you know that useStateHook returns an array, and what we do is we use array destructuring to destructure the return values. Let's do it once again. Let's say we want candy. We can skip one and we'll do candy. Let's just go and print it, candy, and bam. Now it is possible to use array destructuring for function parameter as well. Let me show you just that. So first we'll create a function. Let's say print planets, and it will take an array and we will just print them out. So I will print first element, and then we will print second element, and let me just go here and call the function, and we'll pass in planets, and we can see it prints our planets. But now this way of accessing elements is not good, right? We have seen that earlier. What we can do is we can destructure right here, like the parameters. And what you can do here is you can say first and second, in case if you don't know what kind of array it's going to be, and you can just print it out right here and just remove this, and we get the same result. Now One most now last most important topic is copying of array, right? Let's try to create a planets copy, and we'll do copy and planets. Let's just print this stuff out. We'll say planets and planets. Just copy this. Let's just do this planets copy. Okay, when we save it, we see output in the console. Now let's try to change first element of planets array, right? So I will access first element. We will change it from Earth to, let's do Mars. Yep, we are missing Mars. Now if you see, we changed just element of planets array, but planets copy is already changed because it's planets copy is storing a reference to the array, right? What if you want a true copy? In that scenario, you can use array destructuring, and we will use a rest operator. This will actually copy the elements. And if this video helped you, please like the video and do consider subscribing for future videos just like this. Thank you. Until next time.